Hi, it's Melissa here, and I'm really excited because I finally, in February, finished my December Daily album, and I used two kits from the Scrappery. One was the funky kit and one was the traditional kit, and they featured Pink Fresh Studio and also Ali Studio. So this is my album. I'm really happy with the fact I finished it. I'll be honest, I'm really happy with the fact I did it all, having a newborn baby. And normally I let myself, I shouldn't say I let myself. Normally my goal is to have it finished by the end of January, but with a newborn baby and 4 kids, it's a bit full on. So I just kept plugging away at it, and I have finished it this week. So I thought I'd do a walkthrough of it. So for my cover, I've kept it really simple. I've put puffy stickers and just some of the letter stickers, and it's just called A December Story. And I love this beautiful gold album. There is a process video for my cover, so you can go back and have a look at that. And as part of that video is also the making of this page, where I put our names and our age on there. So this is the next page, and this came on one of the kits, which says Joy to the World, and I've just called it the Why. And I think that's a concept that Ali Edwards has. It's like a manifesto. It talks about why I'm doing December Daily, and I just say that it's my favourite time of the year. We're Christian, so it celebrates the birth of our Saviour. It's school holidays and it's summer. And so I also mention that it's our family's favourite album to look through. And but this year is really special because baby Ava joined us on 22nd of November. So I'm doing a mix of pocket pages and just pages. So the first day was, it's always Advent. We start our Advent calendars. And my parents came as well to meet Ava, so that was pretty exciting. And for my page numbers, I've used these really old tags from my stash, and I've just put the cut apart. I can't remember which collection it is, sorry, but I've used them, so that's in between each day. This is day 2, and so I've just got photos of us starting to decorate the tree, or in this case assemble the tree, because it took us 2 days. And here is day 3, where we actually had the tree decorated, and then we made sure we had Ava and some photos. Okay, so for day 4, we haven't had much of a summer, and looking back on it now, because it's nearly autumn, at this point we thought we were having a summer, but that's probably the only real summer we got. And so the kids played outside. Ava spent lots of time sleeping next to the Christmas tree, and she would just stare at it. And I've included lots of photos of her in here. So day 5, we've got just Brielle doing baby things, because she's copying what I do. And then Ava turned 2 weeks, so this is a photo, and I'll just blow it up big. See, the time passes so fast with a newborn at Christmas. And so that was day 6. Day 7, she got weighed by my midwife, and then this one's really cute, but when I went to go to bed, I opened the door, and I couldn't open the door because Brielle had fallen asleep on the floor. So the next day when I showed her, she said that it wasn't her, but of course it is. So that's day 7. Day 8, on Facebook, someone had posted this about, did you make the list, tag a friend who did, and I thought it was funny because Sam was on the naughty list, so we made a big deal over that with him. He thought it was really funny. And then our church sent us the annual Christmas card. This is still the same day. Sean came home with these treats from the cupcake shop, and I wanted to use this piece of the Pink Fresh paper, so I just made sure I cut the piece I wanted that had the "'Tis the Season." So that's just a pattern paper, and that's the background. So I've used one piece and done both sides of it. More photos of Ava. I'm going to talk about how wonderful it is having her in our family, and it makes for a special Christmas. That's day 9. And then day 10 was the kids were in this Christmas show that we did at church that Sean had directed and there was a script, but he had altered some of it, so he'd kind of written some of it. Excuse me. And then just a little bit of journaling about that. And our friends came over from Wanaka to go to the show, so that's just Ian holding Ava. We'll talk about that. And then these are just 4 of my favourite photos from the show that have our kids in it. So, that one. Day 11. Just a normal day, really. The girls played with Play-Doh. I've got another photo of Sam with his Advent and Ava in the basket. And day 12, I've used a paper bag that I got from Honeybee Stamps, and I put a piece of just old cardstock that I didn't want inside it to make it sturdy, and I've just got a couple of photos and more baby things. I'm saying lots of breastfeeding, and how Brielle had to copy Ava's and Moses' basket. She got her baby into her little cradle. Here is a collage that I made of Pick Monkey, and I've just numbered to 4 and done a little bit of journaling about each thing. And I've put that house there because this is all at home. That was day 13. And then day 14 was our school prize giving, and so the kids had made cards. Zaria made us 2. And I love to include, it's like ephemera really. So I've included them. That's Sam's one. And actually, I had given a whole lot of old scrapbooking stuff I didn't want to the school, and it comes back in the form of cards, which is quite fun. And so we had their prize giving, which is called the Celebration of Learning. And so here is my journaling about that. And here are some photos. So Sam got a special award, and that's him getting it. And then that night we went to their granddad on my husband's father's birthday, and so that's just some photos from that. And Grandma had been to Rarotonga, and these are the things that she brought back for them, so they put them on for a photo. Now, this is, I'm so proud of myself for this, and I'm so excited about this. I'm not really proud of myself, I'll explain it and you'll get what I mean. So day 15, we live in Queenstown, which is an alpine ski resort in the mountains, and it can snow any time of year. And so it's been really cold and wet, and we woke up that morning to snow, so of course I had to take a photo. And then I had to use every piece of snow embellishment that I could find. Let it snow, snow paper, acetate snow, puffy snow, gold mirror snow. And this is the most amazing thing of all, is that day 15 had snow falling on the house. So these are the mountains. This is a view from our house. The snow was about that level there, so it wasn't right down, but anyway, I thought it was cool that it lined up with day 15. Day 16 was my husband's work party. So Ava came with us, and she just lay under their Christmas tree. It was at some people's house. So I did a little one of that, because I couldn't make it work with this. And then I just put Celebrate on the back, because I didn't want to leave it plain. And this is just done on a piece of vellum. And I've matched up paper so that it goes together. And I've put Hello Christmas Party. And so that leads into this, and you can tell that it goes together. And that's just a couple of shots. I didn't take these photos. The boss did, so I just printed them off Facebook, stole them. So they're phone photos, which is why the quality isn't as good as it would be if it was on my DSLR. So the next day, day 17, we went to the local farmers market, or craft market. It's kind of a combined market, and Ava smiled for the first time, and I managed to catch it. This is the second smile, but I managed to catch it anyway. Day 17, we had some, it was a Sunday, and we had church, and we did some baptisms of some of our church family, and Sean and our friend, who one of the pastors, they did the baptising. So I took some photos of some of the people, and I think, I love how this page looks. I've got a sequin pocket that I stitched, and a little bit of journaling on there. And the back of that is what we did on day 19, so Monday night. Kids dressed up here, and we had Sean's cousin and his son down, so we went round there to Sean's parents' place for dinner again. So that's a bit of journaling about that. Day 19. Day 20, I've just got the 2 girls saying that while she slept, she was awake. That's pretty cute, and I love that paper. Beautiful. page protector. And then one of our favourite traditions is to get the kids a Santa photo. And so the older two don't believe, but she still does. And so I use this paper, which is really busy. And the way it worked this year was it was a selfie. You take a selfie. So Santa's in this kind of, I don't know, grotto thing. And you go in and take your own photo. So Sean took the photo. It's not that great quality, but it is what it is. And the funniest thing was Santa did not know how to hold a baby. So it was kind of awkward, and she was asleep, but it was cute. So that's that. Now I've slipped in this little card that says wish list. So I've put what each of the children wanted. So Sam wanted Xbox Live Gold and Star Wars anything. Saria wanted a pencil case, Lego Friends, Shopkins and a teddy. Bria wanted a kitchen and Shopkins. And Ava, I put milk, sleep and mummy. Because, she wasn't very old then. And then I just put on the nice list. And I don't mind that the staple goes to there. It's part of the texture. I love the back of that card. I did think about cutting out these presents, but they're just adorable. I love them like that. So that was day 21. Day 22, we're nearly there now. Our midwife came over for the last visit, and it was sad. I cried a lot. She's actually finishing up as a midwife, so we were her last patient, and I've had her with the last Brielle as well. And then I put this little Santa outfit, or Christmas outfit on Ava. It's so cute. And I put Santa's little helper. So pretty simple, that one. And this is day 23. We had an appointment for Brielle to do with her arm. Having broken her arm, we had to see the orthopaedic surgeon just to discuss some things. And I just love taking photos of Ava just wrapped up in her basket. Very, very cute. This beautiful card, all I did was put a heart in the middle. I just had to include that one. It's so beautiful. That was day 23. Day 24, I love this paper. It's very hoardable, so I made myself use it. And I really wanted to see at least one of the trees with the birds. So this is all about gift wrapping, and that was a present for Sean's mum, and Brielle tried it on. So here I've just got 2 puppy stickers and one of the gold presents, just at the bottom. And this is kind of a fail, this one, but it's from the cut shop, and I think it may have been a free cut file. It just says Santa was here. And so I cut it, and my intention was to have it in the centre of the page and then have it like just like a filler like it is. But I trimmed it wrong with my trimmer, and it ended up on the right side. So I've just balanced it with a strip of that paper, and I've just put a little stocking there. And it says 'twas the night before Christmas, because this is day 24. Yeah, this is still day 24. So day 24 goes on for a bit because I have traditions. So one of my traditions is take a photo of all the stockings once the Santa's been. And I love this. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And then the back of that card says love this tradition. And my tradition also is to take a photo of the tree when it's all set to go. I just wrote, oh, Christmas tree. And this is a little die cut that says no peeking. And so I just journal about how I always take this photo every year. The photo is never perfect because it's so late at night, but I love my annual tradition, so that's that. So I love that I've done a mix of pages. And on the back of that paper, I think I would have cut this first on this side, and that's the back, with the stack of presents, and I just put the Merry and Bright on there. And then for day 25, I've used the exclusive tag that came in the kit. This is a tag that came off the church Christmas card. It had 4 tags that you could use, and I just love it because it says Hope was born this night, and I just added a bit of washi. And this is a photo. Our pastor, he used to be a professional photographer, so I got him to take a photo of us at church. It's our first photo. It's a family of 6, and I just love it so much. So I've printed that out large. And on the back, I actually cut it to fit with the kind of a card that our church gave as a handout. And then for Christmas Day, because I take so many photos, I've picked the best photos that represent what we do on Christmas Day. So it starts with stockings and one present before we go to church. So that's the one present. And everybody, including me, I made myself be in this album this time. And I've just put, this is the order: stockings, breakfast, one present, then off to church. And then I've got one photo of church, it's the worship team. And then the rest of the photos are the lunch that we had round at Sean's parents' house. So I really made an effort to take food photos just so that we can remember what we ate. And once again, put myself in there. So that is my album. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a mission this year because of having a new baby. And because I had, had a cesarean to have her, and I was quite unwell after that. So that's why it's taken me a lot longer to get this done. But I'm so happy with it that it's done. I think one of the keys is not to set yourself an unrealistic expectation. Like for me, I could never ever do December daily every day and get it done. Not at this stage in life. Maybe when the kids are older and it's not as chaotic and full on, I would aim for that. But yeah, I had hoped to do a process video of some of the pages, and I had it, and then my either my camera or my computer corrupted it, so I never got that done. But anyway, I'm glad you can see my final album, and this will go with all my other albums. And my kids just adore looking back through these albums, and so do I. It's amazing to see how you keep the same traditions, but everybody changes. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back again really soon. Take care.